Shocking news out of Los Angeles. Legendary movie director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer were found dead in their home. It's time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Sources tell ABC News Reiner and his wife were found stabbed to death on Sunday. Officials say that a suspect has not been identified. No arrests have been made.
The Los Angeles Police Department is now conducting an investigation at this residence here on Chadbourne, and that investigation will continue over the coming days.
And a statement, a spokesperson for the family said in part, quote, "It is with profound sorrow that we announce the tragic passing of Michelle and Rob Reiner. We are heartbroken by their sudden loss." Now, Reiner was a Hollywood legend with a career that stretches back decades, starting with his breakout role as an actor on All in the Family. Then he became one of the best directors ever. Several of his movies are considered classics, including A Few Good Men, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally. Reiner was 78 years old. His wife Michelle was 68. In Australia, the terror attack targeting a Hanukkah celebration is sparking new calls for stricter gun laws. At least 15 people were killed in the attack on Bondi Beach in Sydney. Another 40 were injured. Police confirm the Jewish community was the intended target. Video shows the suspects, a 50-year-old father and his 24-year-old son, perched on a walking bridge with long guns. They were shooting for up to 5 minutes before police intervened. Police killed the father at the scene. The son is in critical but stable condition. Authorities say the death toll could have been much higher if not for the heroic actions of a bystander. That man, who police have identified as Ahmad al-Ahmad, confronted one of the gunmen by jumping from behind a car, wrestling for control of the gun, and disarming him. You see that video here. Ahmad was also shot. He's currently recovering at the hospital.
We hope he will be fine. He's a hero. 100% he's a hero.
The Prime Minister of Australia is now proposing tighter gun control laws, including limits on the number of firearms a person can register and regular checks on licenses over time.
Well, breaking overnight, police released a person of interest in the deadly Brown University shooting. Now a massive manhunt is underway to find the gunman. 2 people were killed in this attack, 9 were injured. The gunman opened fire as students prepared for finals. One student told ABC News about the moment he heard those gunshots.
He immediately saw me and I immediately saw him. And then I look to my right and I see a bunch of students running down the stairs, running out the door, jumping on the ground, just whatever it takes to stay alive.
Across the campus, more than 400 law enforcement officers, including the FBI and ATF, swarmed the scene, but they say the suspect had already ran off. The lockdown on campus was lifted early Sunday. Brown is now canceling all remaining classes, exams, and projects for the semester. They told students they were free to leave campus. President Trump is threatening retaliation after the deaths of 3 Americans in an ISIS attack in Syria. 2 soldiers and a U.S. interpreter were killed. Military warplanes are now patrolling the skies above the country. According to the Pentagon, a lone ISIS gunman ambushed the 3 Americans on Saturday. They were supporting counterterrorism operations. This marks the first American military death in Syria since the fall of dictator Bashar al-Assad. About 1,000 American troops remain in eastern Syria. Some lawmakers are questioning whether U.S. troops are still needed there.
A dangerously close call in the Caribbean. A JetBlue flight narrowly missed a U.S. military aircraft that entered its path. The flight took off from Curacao, just off of Venezuela's coast. It was headed for JFK Airport. The U.S. plane was flying dark, not broadcasting its location, preventing other pilots from knowing it's there.
We just had traffic path directly in front of us, within 5 miles of us, maybe 2-3 miles, but it was the air-to-air refueler from the United States Airport.
We had to stop our climb and actually descend to avoid hitting up.
The U.S. Southern Command told ABC News, quote, "We are aware of the recent reporting regarding U.S. military aircraft operations in the Caribbean and are currently reviewing the matter." This close call comes while tension is growing between the U.S. and Venezuela. President Trump has ramped up the country's military presence in the area. U.S. fighter jets were seen circling off of Venezuela's coast this weekend, and the USS Gerald Ford, the largest aircraft carrier in the world, is now positioned even closer to Venezuela's coast with more than 15,000 troops on board. Hanukkah is underway. Christmas begins 1 week from Wednesday, and with time running out to buy that gift cards become one of the more popular presents of the season. But some of them come with strings attached. Scripps News Group's consumer reporter John Matarese shows us what to check out before you hit up that grocery store kiosk.
Gift cards are a great way to avoid buying awkward holiday socks and then getting stuck in a long return line. But some of them come with fees and other rules that can spoil the surprise. So we have ways to make sure you get the best gift cards and avoid some common pitfalls. It's getting down to crunch time. For busy shoppers like Leah Crone, it's time to start snapping up gift cards.
Probably like Starbucks, Chipotle, like gas gift cards.
Emma Golke goes for restaurants.
I try and make it a little bit more special gift cards to restaurants that they like.
Every year, Wallet Hub breaks down its picks for best gift cards of the year based on fees, buyer discounts, and popularity. This year, its top 5 picks are Sephora, Target, Starbucks, Disney, and Chipotle. While Visa gift cards are popular among consumers, Wallet Hub's Chip Lupo says buyers pay an additional fee on top of what the card is worth.
Now that's on the purchaser. If you purchase a $100 Visa gift card, you're going to pay $106.90.
Say you get a gift card you don't think you'll use. Well, some cards have higher resale value on sites like GCX and Card Cash.
They're more attractive because they hold more value even if the recipient doesn't use them.
Costco, Best Buy, and Walmart have the best resale value, according to Wallet Hub. Lupo says there are instances where you can buy gift cards below face value. For example, a $100 gift card for $80.
Those are pretty enticing options, but you kind of have to look for those.
Crone only buys gift cards when all else fails.
I'd rather it be something that I feel like they will actually like, not just here's money to go buy something.
But if you need a card, choose wisely so you don't waste your money. John Matarese, Scripps News Group.
Speaking of money, the Powerball jackpot has now climbed to $1.1 billion, making it the second largest of the year, the 12th jackpot to cross $1 billion in the past 5 years. Well, nobody took home the big jackpot, but there were 5 people who won $1 million. One of them was in Sacramento. 2 other people won $2 million. The jackpot pool this time was just over $503 million before taxes, a growth of $74 million since Wednesday. The next drawing is set for this evening, so you still have some time to buy a ticket. And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.